Thank you guys for joining me on another episode of the Blue Jackets GM. I'm going to try and crank these out a little more frequently, more than once a week. My apologies for that. You guys have been really encouraging with the comments. I really appreciate it. And just the likes, the support of the series, I really appreciate it. I really like hockey, Eastside Hockey Manager, and like I said, I'm going to try and crank these things out with more of an increased pace, so I hope you guys look forward to that. I also want to apologize for the audio cutting out on the last episode. I don't know why it did that, but before I get into recapping what I was ending on in the last commentary before the audio cut out, I really want to say thank you guys to supporting this. I know it's different than NHL GM mode, but I really like this game. I think there's a lot of potential for this, and I'm going to do another one. I don't know how long we're going to go with it because it seems like the sim takes a little bit longer than NHL in terms of like getting through a month, getting through a week. I haven't found a good speed to do that yet, but I hope we can because I love this game. Again, I play it a lot, and I thank you guys for the tips too. You guys have given me a lot of tips, helping me with the names. I really appreciate that feedback. So let me tell you guys what I was looking at before the audio cut out last game. So we go into the National Hockey League standings, and it looks great. We're second overall, but a big reason, second actually in the East, I believe. Yes, in the East. So a big reason for that is just, let's go to view. No, where is it? Team stats. We'll go to team stats. There it is. All right, let's go to offensive. We average the second most goals in the NHL, which is pretty crazy to think about considering our roster, in my opinion. Then we go to defensive and goals allowed average. We are sixth. So there it is. That's a huge reason why, we're averaging the second most goals. We're also not allowing the sixth least amount of goals. So that's going to make for a great record. The problem is our power play is abysmal. Penalty kill power play percentage. You have to scroll down to get to it. It's 25th. It's 10%, which is terrible. Terrible considering Tampa is at 32 and then the mid-20s, and then it gets worse. So let's also check penalty kill. It's mediocre. Good grief, New York, can you let one in every once in a while? 96%, my gosh. It's still early in the season, so another thing was Fedor Tutin. There's a lot of talk about, are we going to trade him? Are we going to keep him? For right now, I tried, one of the people who commented was suggesting trying to get Buffalo's first round pick, or Arizona, or a team that you think is going to be high in the draft order. Now, what's interesting is that Minnesota, and this is what I talked about, Minnesota was willing to give up their first round pick, and right now, they are last in the West. They are seventh. It's still only 9 games. At most, we're looking at 12 into the season. But moving forward, it's gonna be one of those things where, do we take that? If Minnesota continues to slide, I don't know how good the AI is at reading, how they are, because if they suck so much, they're gonna get that first overall pick, and then by that time it'll be too late to try and get that first round pick for just Fedor Tutin. So we need to sort of manage that as we move throughout the year. If the Wild continue to be bottom dwellers, do we give up Fedor to try and get that first round pick? Because either way, it's going to be a high pick. And then the big thing I wanted to do was, which we haven't really done much of, let's go to front office. We need to go to scouting. We sort of need to assign our scouts, which would be amazing. And I think I'm going to send, we're going to assign scout. I'm just going to go NHL entry draft. Do not ignore well-known players. And, intensity normal. May send him on intensive, I don't know, but we're just going to send him out. So he's been assigned. We're then going to hit OK. Go to scouts. I may do this off stream. I'm not too familiar with the scouting system. With Eastside Hockey Manager, so I may let you guys sort of help me on where should we look at. You know, we can do youth, we can do a lot of, we can do the opposition. There's a lot of things we can do. So I'm going to go youth players. Just ignore well known. Yes, only recaps of findings. Okay. And I thought nation. There we go. So we're going to do Canada. Right now, we have a good mix position. I would say any. Ignore well known. Yes. Just because we have the draft, the entry draft, we have a scout for that, so he'll get the well-known players. So let me know. We still have some more scouts. I mean, we have a bunch to use. So let me know the more advanced Eastside Hockey Manager players. I was looking on the forums for scouting and how it works. Let me know what you guys think I should do for scouting. I think we're good on goaltending and defense. I think forward-wise, we could use a little bit more youth, but let me know. We're going to jump into tactics because we do have a game tonight. Or Saturday, I mean, not actually tonight, but tonight against New Jersey. But we want to change that power play. That power play is abysmal. And what I wish you could just click on the guys and just, like, check their stats. But Morin right now is on the second line with Johansson. Hartnell, I don't know too much to change. It may be a settings, like, Trocheck, I was looking. He's not really going to jump up. Anisimov, Jenner. Let's look at Jenner. I mean, like, what do you do with that? I mean, I do think maybe switching Hartnell and Atkinson, that may help. So let's switch. Where's Hartnell? Because Hartnell's on the first. Put Atkinson up because he's on the first line anyways. Maybe switch Dubinsky. I don't know. I mean, the team is not like... It's not stellar right now. And let's just check in the scratches for defense. We have Cody and then we have Dalton. So, and then in the farm system, also, that was another thing was in the farm system, we could call up someone for defensive purposes. But in defense, it's not really, I mean, look at this. There's nothing really except... this gentleman, but I don't even think he's gonna make the cut. Like, who would we get rid of defensively for any of these guys? Nothing really stands out. So I think we're gonna jump into the game so far. Let's see. Let's go to standings or schedule. We're gonna sim to advance the day, and let's see if we get the win. It could because we have to maintain. Oh, I think we lost to the Devils. We're going to see if we can maintain this winning streak. Right now we're second overall and we lost. We had the lead and we blew it. Let's see who showed up. Oh, it went to a shootout actually. So we got a point. I didn't even look at that. I should have checked that. So we're going to continue. We're going to go on vacation because I don't see much. And we still have that transfer defensively coming in. So that should be good. We have a transfer that we signed because we're really under the salary cap. That's a huge thing. We're under the floor. I mean, it's so bad. And there's not a lot of... I didn't find... A lot of you guys were also giving me tips on how to filter the free agents as well. And there are none that are like we can purchase right now. They're all like transfers. And I'll show you guys that as well. Bure's jersey retired by the Canucks. Nice. His shirt will be the second shirt to be raised to the roof by the Canucks. I didn't even know that. That's interesting. Blue Jackets win, so we get the rebound against the Hurricanes. That's good news. And we move so slow. I don't know whether to go on vacation. I don't know how to speed this up, but we have a huge first period, and then we hold off the late surge by the Hurricanes. So 9-2-1 on the year. That's a great record. And at some point, I would think it has to... in our youth scouting has started. I would think it has to wear off. Let's see who the offensive player. No one there. All right, so Tampa doing big things, clearly. So let's go read all. We'll go continue. And then we have another game Thursday, so this should be Wednesday. Yep, Wednesday right there. See, I don't... The one thing I like about NHL that's better than this, is, in my opinion, is the way you can just sim through a week. But we have injuries on, so I'm sure if injuries were off, it'd move a lot faster. Maybe I should turn injuries off. What do you guys think? Let's look for our game. Predators, Panthers, Canucks. Oh, I don't think we have a game today either then, because we would have shown up. Yeah. I swear we had a game Thursday. Oh, we have to watch out for our divisions, too. See if any news comes up. Not much. Oh, the 8th is our next game. All right, well, we'll just go on vacation until the next game, which is only one day, so it's not too big of a deal. So, again, against the Hurricanes, looking to... Didn't we play them? Yep, we beat them before. So, let's see if we can continue that streak. 2 in a row on the Hurricanes, and we lose 1-3. Or 3-1, excuse me. Tied up, and then they scored 2 goals in the third. So again, let me know like what style is good for this type of game because it's sort of tough. Stars general manager questioning the addition of Spezza. That's interesting. Only game on tap. This is actually a good game. I think I'm going to... Can we view it? Oh, we can view it. All right, let's see. Let's go to... This is a big game. Identical records. We're going to get this clock speed on fast. So that way we can really zoom through it. You guys will see. This is a big game against the Lightning. Let's see if we can get that early lead. And when the playoffs come, this is going to be amazing if we make the playoffs to actually watch the games like this, like real time too. I'm looking forward to this. So it's a little bit of a headache, but a huge game against the Lightning, and we get the first goal. We're going to check who it was at the end, and the Lightning tie it right back up. So let's check the period. We had, Foligno with the first assist. And Palat, he scores for the Lightning. And so 1-1. Let's go back to game view. Sorry about that. Again, I would like this game against the Lightning. I think an early test for us. Responding right after that in a 2-goal surge. Oh, that's GG. So, wow. I don't know what it is about this team, man. We go down early. They take the lead. Kucherov, Jenner, Hartnell twice, Foligno. Morin sort of getting back into that. He was a little bit cold, but a huge win. 4 goals. I don't know where this is coming from. We do need to check our power play, see if that's improved at all. And if it's not, we may need to look at even further adjusting it. But realistically, I don't know what we can adjust. We're going to try and get through November this month, but... It's so hard to get through months. That's why I need to crank these out more than just once a week because we won't be able to do too many teams. And when the season starts, update for Canadian scouting. Once the season starts next year, like this upcoming actual NHL real life, they'll release another roster update. And so I can just update the rosters and then do another GM. And that way, but if you guys want me to do NHL 16, I can do that GM as well. Nothing. We have another fine coming through, $12K by the National Hockey League. We may need to make a trade. I mean, I don't know who we can trade, but we need to take on some money. I don't know if the fines really affect us as a whole, like day-to-day operations. I don't think they will, but... I don't know what the fines are really looking like. So let's skim through this day. Playing the Capitals. Let's see if we win. And we're watching. Oh, we beat the Caps in overtime. Was that a shootout game? No, Janssen got the game winner. Dubinsky tied it up. That was late in the third period, too, with about, 6 minutes and change left, it looks like. So the Caps fall to the Blue Jackets, and I don't know, if this keeps up, do we honestly put Tootin back up on the trading block? And let's check the NHL standings. Let's go to the Western. All right, so the Wild have creeped back up into it. They're no longer last. Jets, so... Jets are last right now in the West. Some things to watch. See, it's a good thing we didn't bite on that trade. It's a good thing I didn't. You guys helped me out big time. Continue to go through. Wow, look at the Maple Leafs. They are really blowing the chow, but that's amazing that... Let's check Ryan Carter out. We need to spend money, so I don't... speculation. We'll ask the press to give Spezza more time to settle at the team. So we need to watch Spezza because if we can grab him, his contract, we could definitely afford him, and he would help. So that may be something to watch. Do we trade Trocheck? Would they even take that kind of a deal where they would listen to offers for him? No game today, November 13th. We continue on. Let's actually Harding on the block. Oh, the goalie. We don't really. Let's actually go to Spezza. Let's check him out. Let's just see like what. He's a 4-star player. He signed for a long term. I mean, 2019 is. That's and then he creeps up to 8 mil. I mean, that's a lot of money. I honestly can we not inquire? I don't even think they're gonna listen to offers on him with what I'm willing to part for him. And especially since it doesn't make sense with our overall mission of trying to lower the cap. We lose to the Flyers. We tried to roar back, and we tied the game up. That's cool. We tied the game up, but lost in overtime. Was it a shootout? Nope. Umberger just put the game away with Simmons and Schultz. Okay. So we lose to the Flyers. I mean, no biggie. I really don't see us, like... I don't see it really really hurting us at all. Just looking at trades, anything. Place winger, Daniel Weiss, no. Brian Allen is being shopped around. He's not really... I mean, we want to monitor defensemen, but I don't think he's worth bringing in and losing players for. So let's monitor tonight's games. I don't know if I already missed it. Oh, man. And the Sharks just light us up, take us out to dinner, and then give us a nightcap, 6-1. So maybe we're starting to come back down to earth. We're still second in the conference. Blue Jackets board reacts. The Columbus Blue Jackets board of directors are unhappy with the performance of losing to San Jose 6-1. We are in danger of losing our good league position unless results improve soon. Is that actually true? I mean, is there actually like credence to that claim that they think that we're going to lose where we are in the league? I don't think so. Sharks are 12-8. They barely beat the Hurricanes, which I think we split, if I'm not mistaken. The Wild win. Dang it. But the Jets lose, so I don't know. Would they be interested in that first-round pick, giving it up for Fedor Tutin? I don't know. Update, nothing. Another fine. See, this is what I'm talking about. Another fine coming through. I don't know what to do. Maybe we approach players to re-sign for more money. I mean... Lee Stepniak. What's his... Oh, he's a right winger. He's not a bad player. I don't know. We may need to start looking for like a big name player to bring in. Not a big name, but we pick up another win against the Red Wings. Not a big name player, but just like a expensive player to get that cap up above the floor. Because everyone's so cheap right now. I mean, everyone's so cheap. We keep on getting fined, but I don't know what the fines do overall. Like they're not influencing the board disliking me as a GM. Is Dubnyk on the move? Dubnyk has been placed on the block. Another goaltender. That's interesting. No game today, so we're just simulating. All right, let's continue. Let's see where I'm interested to see where we're still second, but it's not because of points. It's because we're winning our division. Kevin Bieksa. Now he would be a player worth bringing in. I don't know what it would take to bring this gentleman in. Is a liability to the team. I don't know. We have to monitor him. He'd be interesting to monitor. But let's check the standings because that has to be a divisional. Yeah, we're first in the division, but it's really tight within our division. But we have a decent win percentage, 7.722, but it's not lights out compared to, let's just go to the Eastern as a whole. Well, even the Lightning, they're not doing like incredibly stellar. I mean, it's only a couple points. So, but a big game against the Bruins, second and third battling out, in Columbus Nationwide Arena. And we get swamped 4-1. And that drops us to 5th. Bruins take 3rd, which makes it a little bit interesting for us. But, I mean, it's the sim moves so slow, it's hard to judge. So I'm going to try and speed it up a little bit. Interestingly enough, we haven't had too many injuries on our side. Oh, and we lose to the Flyers. So this may be the sobering up. We started out really hot, and now it may be time to start selling. I don't know. Fane put on the block. Oh, Brett is no good to us. Fane. Mark Fane is... Oh, he's a nice little player. But he signed a little too long for me. For my taste. So let's continue ahead. Interesting that there aren't... I don't know if... I'm pretty sure injuries are on. We haven't hit many injuries so far, so... Well, let's check the roster just so... Yeah, we're not really running into anything in terms of injuries. We're not running too much into injuries. No. Keith, we should probably pick him up just if anything because of the salary cap, but I mean, is he worth it? I don't think so. So we're just simming along. We're still 5th, holding it down. Play today against the Jets. So let's check where the Jets are, actually. Are they still... Where's the NHL? Standings. Stage West. The Jets are still last. That's interesting. And we beat them 4-3, which... you know what? We came back from 3-0, and then we won it in overtime. And it was in a shootout, no less. So that's interesting. In a shootout, no less, we come from behind to beat the Jets, which I guess a win is a win. At this point, we're trying to get through November, which I think we will. A lot of games tonight in the NHL on Wednesday, November 26th. Blackhawks lose. Let's see who's doing well. Actually, the Jets lose again to the Sabres, so that's something to watch out for. The Kings barely beat out the Wild. And Penguins continue their march against the Leafs. The Leafs have sort of struggled. They may be... we're going to have to watch, the bottom dwellers and see... how they look moving forward, because again, we could get Fedor to get that first round pick, which would be good for us. Let's see. Springfield has sent their latest update on your players assigned to the AHL. Luke Adam is in the top 2 lines, 24. Well, that's great, but he's not really gonna... John Anderson is a potential top 6 at age 20. Okay. Kirby, he's a top 6 player at age 20. So Kirby could be he's a left winger. He could be a decent player down the line. Marco, another top 6 guy. At 19, Marco is going to be someone to watch out. I don't know too much about their, potential and stuff like that, but he seems like a solid player at age 19. What's his history? So he's been in the system for about 2 years. Okay, so maybe next year he could be primed for the NHL. Another top 6 player at age 20. So he's looking pretty good. So I appreciate that update. That's a good update. We are going to get through November. And Morn is actually leading the team in goals, Johnson. And assists, points overall is Morn again, plus minus. Dubinsky's leading in shots on goal. We should actually change the strategies a little bit, I think. But we have another game coming up against the Canucks on the 28th, which is today. So let's see how we do. Shocked. The injury bug. Avoiding the Blue Jackets. I like it. Let's see if we see our game. I may have already missed it. But we beat out the Canucks. I did miss it. In a squeaker, beat them out. And we come from behind, actually. Morin rips two. Foligno tacks it on. Edler gets a late one on the power play. But that empty netter proved to be important. So there we go. Let's check around the NHL. The Jets continue to lose. The Canadiens continue to win. They're improving. We're back up to second, which is good. Stars win. And any big teams playing? Rangers beat the Flyers. Devils are turning out to have a good year. That's interesting. All right, so we pretty much no major standout teams tonight that we're playing from the looks of it. Like insane, insane teams. No one's having like really crazy records either. Let's go to standings. I mean, yeah, it's like let's just check in the West. Well, there are two teams. Yeah, the Kings and the Predators are having really good years, but outside of that, it's pretty much up for grabs. So let's check again. We're watching Blue Jackets. Blue Jackets beat the Predators? Oh my gosh, wow. So, if that's not a huge boost of confidence, Trocheck getting on the board, Calvert, and then Johansson finishes it up. And we let up a shorthanded goal, but no power play goals. Let's check the game stats. How many power plays did we have that game? Power plays. Oh, sweet. My God. 0 for 10. 10 power plays and we can't get one? Oh my gosh. We have got to fix that up. Guys, let me know what to do. Is this... Oh, Jack will be out. That's unfortunate. We get our first run of the injury bug. 10 days. Suffered a chest injury in practice of all places. So, let's go to roster. Let's go... Wait a minute. He's injured, but he's not even... Oh, he's injured in practice. So, it still doesn't even affect our lineup. So, we're still good to go. I can't believe that. 0 for 10 on the power play. Who would have thought? So we're going to check free agents. He's injured. I don't know who to... I think we may need a winger. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know about free agency. I mean, it's... I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. Canucks lose. There you go. To the Red Wings. Another fine you'll see there. Our next game is December 1st, which is today. Back-to-back against the Panthers. Then we take on the Lightning. I think after the Lightning, I'll call it a game or an episode. Center Chris Velde? Is that how you say it right? Chris Velde? Let's check. Chris at age 27 is pretty much nothing. I mean, he's mediocre. He's not gonna... We're not gonna break the bank for him, and he's not gonna pan out for us. He's not gonna make a huge impact. So here we go, another big game, and this Bruins Ducks game will be a good game to watch too. So let's look at the scoreboard, and we win. I think that was an overtime win. Yeah, I think that was an overtime win against the Panthers, which is good. I mean, it's still a win. Ducks slaughter the Bruins. Canadiens roll over the Avalanche. Oilers slide past the Coyotes. And then Lightning strike the Rangers. So, pretty good games overall in the NHL. But we got the huge win against the Panthers. Interestingly enough, they took us to overtime. And now we have our first real legit injury. Sheldon, who is he's been a great player for us. And he has 2 goals. I thought that was in the last game. Let's check his game log. Hasn't had a point pretty much in over 2 games. He had an assist. Then he had a goal. He's going to be out for, what was it, 3 weeks? 3 weeks. All right, so we'll place him 24 day. So that's going to put him... Yeah, because we'll be running into... Yeah, we'll place him on the 24. 24-day IR. Yep. And then let's go to... This may set us back, though. Let's go... All right, roster. View. May need to call someone up, actually. Really don't want to put Dalton in. Cody is a little bit better. Even Cody's not. Wow, he's only at 3 points. I think that's in. Sometimes I read this and I think it's in like the last game. All right, so we'll scratch Sheldon. Oh, have we been playing with under? We haven't had 20 players dressed. All right, so let's dress Cody. So let's check the tactics. We'll put Cody. Where was Cody? Where's Cody? Cody can go here. And then we need a winger. Confirm. View forwards. I guess Corey's got to play that fourth line. Let's go tactics. Corey can go. Bam. Alright, so we can confirm that. Let's march on. No game today. Any big games going? Predators playing the Hurricanes. We'll be watching that closely. Wow, Hurricanes knock off the Predators. Interestingly enough, Sabres lose against the Lightning. And now we should be set for our... Oh, we have 2 more games. Okay. I mean, 2 more days. Let's go on vacation. Next game. The thing is, too, like, we have to watch this. And so, even if we go auto sim, so I don't even know if it's worth doing the auto sim. I don't know if you guys like this better. We're going to watch for our game. And we lose to the Panthers. So, we split the Panthers. Did we get a point, though? 5-4 looks like an overtime game. We actually had a 3-0 lead. Wow. Nope, regulation loss. And actually, we didn't even score on the power play. Oh, we did score 1 on the power play. Gave up 2 power play goals, though. Alright, so we'll end it after we get the game with the Lightning. That's what we'll do. That's what... And that game is on the 6th. So let's just go on vacation, make it easy. Next game... Ducks beat the Wild? Wow. Alright, so here we go. Let's check the... Anything... Jenner's out for 10 days? Holy smokes. Alright, let's go roster. Actually, let's go tactics. Alright, so... Let's go to roster. We're gonna need to dress. He's listed day to day. We gotta put him back in. Sorry, bro, you gotta go back in. So Jack will come back in. Jack will go 3rd line. Might as well. Over Calvert. We'll switch Calvert, actually. Confirm that. So there we go. Here's the game. Let's see. Oh, we shut out the Lightning. Huge win for the boys. So we're still rolling through. We scored... Oh, I think we scored 2 goals in the second. Let's check. 2 goals in the second. 1 in the first. Dubinsky, Johansson, Foligno, Morin picking up an assist. So we're coming along. It's looking nice. That will do it for December. November, we trucked through. It was a good month. You know, we're still in the NHL. We're still where we need to be statistically. I like where we're at. Let's go to NHL team standings. I like where we're at so far. We're still holding on to second. We're first in the Metropolitan. 2 points ahead of the Caps, so we need to watch them. Interestingly enough, the Caps have roared back, and the Rangers, you remember they were a little bit like 500 level. I think they've stormed up. Their last 10. Do we have a last 10? 6-3-1, not bad. Rangers are doing well. So we're starting to see who's going to compete with us. So I hope this didn't run a little bit long. I don't really set a time for these recordings. I just go. I'm going to try and crank these out more frequently because we're doing a month at a time, and it's just a little bit of a chug. But I hope you guys enjoy it. We're going to check out the NHL player stats, and in filter, we're going to check out goals, Kucherov, Perry, Zetterberg, assist, Kucherov, Drew. And so that's interesting. Tampa Bay really having with Stamkos that offensive surge. So look forward to the next episode. Guys, if you enjoyed, please leave a like. Let me know how you think this series is going if you enjoy it. I am Sully. I will talk to you